Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I am the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, unless he's dressed as a penguin with a hockey stick, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Everybody.
And we are back with one last round Pittsburgh Penguins 2024-2025 season. The Stars of Tomorrow, Part 8. Jeff, first off, we got to go back here. Are you dressed as a penguin with a jersey? Or with a hockey stick right now?
No, I am not.
Okay. Well, I was going to say I had a lot more follow-up questions if that was the case.
Not today, at least.
All right. So we are in year 2 of taking over the Penguins and trying to basically be a better version of Kyle Dubas. Is that fair to say? We're trying to make things
Yeah,
work.
I mean, trying not to have to go into a full rebuild, and so far so good, I guess.
Yeah. We heavily leaned on uh, getting a bunch of rookies and a bunch of young guys into the lineup. We made a couple free agent signings. We're just staring at the depth chart. You can see as well, we're kind of all over in terms of our, draft picks. We got a first round pick, a third round pick, and then we have a bunch of fourths, a few fifths and sixths, and still want to work to a second round pick. But
I'm sure
we're
you can exchange some of those middle round ones to move up.
yeah, that's the hope.
Prospect. What prospect ranking are you right now?
We had moved up a bit because of our new guys we added. Prospect rankings, system rankings. We moved up to 15th, and yeah, so some of our
Oh, that
new
high.
Hellenists, they got Carvalho.
On Jaeger and Kivahara. Yeah, okay, well, Jaeger's going to drop off because you've got those top two are going to drop off because you've got them on the roster right now, so won't be prospects much longer.
Well,
It's a little gets thinner after that.
we're doing what we can, Jeff. We're doing what we
Yeah.
can. Do, do, do. All right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so we're trying to build up our team as best we can, and our top prospects have helped. We're up to a 17-9-3 and start, 37 points. We have been fortunate not to deal with too many injuries thus far, other than Kopanen, who tore his MCL at the beginning of the year. Mostly our stats have been super weird.
Still
Alexander,
showing indefinite on that too. And
yeah, Barboulay is leading us with 22 points. Crosby's got on a little bit of a heater. We're kind of lacking, but we're getting scoring from everybody, which is letting us do okay. So yeah, that's kind of our big thing right now. We're just gonna kind of sim through some games here. We can see we're staying mostly healthy. And our first game, we win 5-3 over the Capitals. Out shooting them, continuing to do well here. Chris Letang, 3 points, number 1 star. Our defense really got remade too. We managed to get Keandre Miller off of waivers because the Rangers got into some cap situations and we're trying to clear some guys, so that worked out well for us. And yeah, we had to make some moves in the offseason as well to try and balance out.
and half the team is irritated with Sidney Crosby.
Yes, right. That was our big thing. Was yeah, we pissed off everybody. There is a big fracture in the dressing room.
Yeah.
With
That's rapidly going away. If you look at the team harmony screen, the conflicts between Crosby and everybody else are relatively low level and getting smaller because Crosby's got a fairly high likability rating, so
yeah,
he recovers pretty quickly from stuff like that.
ooh,
Nobody can stay mad at Sid the Kid.
Sid the old man.
Ooh, Tarasenko down for 7 months.
Yeah, that's bad. ACL tear, so yeah, makes sense. He's done for the year. Maybe might get back if they made a run all the way to the Stanley Cup. All right, we're continuing to win. We beat San Jose, which is good. And Erik Karlsson just got injured, but not too bad, it looks like. Lacerated hand. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that. 63% after the game. Boiled Egg 1974 says, I'd pay to see that. I missed what that was about.
May have been the penguin thing.
I think it was at the beginning. Paying to see Jeff in a penguin suit. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that'll be a bonus for...
I've got pictures of me at my high school graduation in tuxedo.
I was going to say, Jeff, this could be a bonus for the next version of FHM. Buy your copy early. Get a picture of Jeff in a penguin costume.
I don't think that's going to move a lot of copies.
We lose 4-3. But it was in overtime, so we continue to still stack up the points. Things got a little bit feisty there. Ty Smith and Caden Gould fought. Karlsson gets hooking. Lane Hudson tripping. Chris Letang slashing. Kirby Doc slashing. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. All right. We are continuing on, working fairly well. I guess, Jeff, as we continue to go here, maybe you want to talk about what has happened since the last time we streamed.
Yeah, we've had the second content patch out on when did I do that? Monday morning, was it? Sunday night, Monday morning.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Depending on how you want to look at it. So if you haven't picked up that yet, you can add a few new things. Particularly the promotion relegation custom leagues now, instead of being limited to just a 2-league setup, you can set up a chain of them. So if you want, 20 leagues all doing promotion and relegation from top to bottom, you can set that. You can do that.
Now, this is one of the things we can see here. I don't think this got addressed in the last update, was games are appearing on Christmas Day again.
Oh, yeah, no, that didn't come up until later. Yeah, super high priority.
Now, to be fair, they used to have games on Christmas.
Yeah, the NBA still does.
Yeah, and football. 7-3. Ooh, we're getting rocked now. Maybe we should give Karlsson some time off. Let's get him replaced. Vote in. Karlsson gets hurt and we start sucking. All right. Overall, though, I'm very impressed with how well we've actually done here so far. We'll see how it continues to go.
Yep. Third in the East, looks like, yeah. And a couple of games in hand, so.
Take it and run. All right. In the meantime, how you feeling about seeing Chris Tanev get traded to Dallas?
A little disappointed. It would have been nice to have him if we were going to make a cup run, but
now, I should mention this is in real life, obviously.
Yeah. NHL trading deadline coming up a couple of weeks, not even a couple of weeks at this point. But I mean, for what we would have to give up to him, not really crazy about making a move like that.
Pasta's gone for the rest of the regular season.
No, only 3 months. It'll be good. It's only December.
3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
All right. Game versus Buffalo. Can we get turned back on track here? Boiled Egg says Calgary got a good return. I don't know that Calgary got a good return. I'm honestly surprised they didn't get at least a first-round pick for him. 3-0 win over Buffalo, by the way.
Much better.
Yes.
But the bigger news out of Vancouver is allegedly they were having talks with Carolina about trading Pedersen, which I think is more in the way of just telling Pedersen's agent that he needs to get something done this year with them, and soon, preferably before the trading deadline, so we can have a little certainty there. And it does seem to have lit a fire under him, so they're talking again.
Or they trade him for a bag of peanuts to Carolina. Mandley's in for this game.
If they really wanted to scare him, they'd be trying to trade him to Phoenix.
You value Tanev too much. I wouldn't give up a first. I didn't say I would give up a first rounder for him, but
oh god, no.
But I mean, what did Sherratt go for a couple of years ago at the trade deadline? That was a first.
Remember.
That was a first.
Gotta look it up.
Yeah, and how did that
first
go?
First to fourth and Ty Smolanic.
Yeah, so I mean, and you go back, Savard went for what? Evening, your fault, wings lost, LOL, P-Wog says. Thanks for coming, P-Wog. My fault. My fault. The Wings are still partly my team. After the Janot trade, anything is possible. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're trading a late first-round pick, it's not really that big of a deal. And that's why, again, when the Jets traded for Sean Monahan, okay, they gave up a first-round pick. Okay, well,
it's going to be like the, number 29, 30, somewhere in there at best.
Well, you hope.
Unless things completely fall apart for you guys, but you seem to have recovered from that little losing streak.
Hardest shot in the league is Erik Karlsson, apparently. They're getting whipped right now, 3-1. Although the bad first period, they've played better since. We're currently streaming on Thursday night, February 29th, leap year, because we couldn't do it last night because somebody wasn't around.
But and which somebody would that be of the two of us?
I didn't say anything, Jeff.
Wasn't an Ice Cube concert in Kelowna last night?
No, that was a few weeks ago, or a week ago, wasn't it?
No, they didn't come through here at all.
Oh, isn't
some weird dates on that tour. I think the next one after the Winnipeg show was some of the Casino Rama or whatever it's called in
Toronto.
Yeah, well, not really Toronto. It's like cottage country.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
and then he comes back later in the year, and I think the BC section of the tour is Victoria, Prince George. I don't think he does Vancouver at all. Then he goes to Calgary, and I was like, Moose Jaw? A lot of Ice Cube fans in Moose Jaw, apparently.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not judging. It was a good show. It was a good show. Mm-hmm. Good price, good show. Sold out.
I believe it.
Although I'm now at a point in my life where I do not want to stand for an entire time. Or an entire... Riley Sheen is over there playing.
Davos.
Top selling jerseys. No big surprises. Let's look at our development report. Lots of ups. I like it. Hellenus is going up. Hunt is going up. Bojelsma. Mazden Leslie continues to go up.
Jelsma now. Has he had a goal yet?
Who was that? Sorry.
Jelsma.
He does not. He's got 9 assists. He's not playing a huge amount, though. He's playing 12.46 a night. With a 60 game rating, so he's doing his job.
Yeah, I mean, for a guy that comes straight out of the OHL.
Yeah, for an undrafted guy, yeah.
Yeah.
We actually have nobody going down in this report.
Well,
That's actually surprisingly
considering you've
good.
got like how many guys above the age of 30, that's very surprising, actually.
Oh, all right. Just looking here. Okay, Carlson's ready to go, so we'll get him back in the lineup. And monthly budget. Going to keep morale high. Okay, let's take a look now at our Team Harmony, and everybody's still pretty mad at Crosby, but it's less. Do we try break up the clique again? All right, let's see if I
Yeah,
can.
because you won't be able to. Crosby can't fix any of the other stuff because he's involved in all the other ones.
No, Malkin and Gendrion, he can.
Oh, that one. Well, that's one. That's down to a 2-2, though, so that'll go away fairly quickly.
Okay, Matt Nieto has left the clique, so we got a little bit smaller. I don't think we really need anybody yet. Oh, we're going to send guys to those. All right, whatever. Game versus Philadelphia. Rivalry game. And 4-1 victory over Philadelphia. All right. Ooh, bad defensive game from Matt Nieto. He's probably distracted from getting that talking to by Crosby. Nate Schmidt is on waivers. Don't think we really need him.
Not particularly.
If I needed a scoring defenseman, he wouldn't be the worst ad.
Yeah, 2 stars. I think he's close to done at this point. 2025.
He's had a pretty good year in real life this year. He's looked much more like his better self. Playing late role minutes has been a better fit for him. And we continue here. So you talked about the update, and you mentioned, is there anything else you want to talk about in the update for FHM?
Well, one of the other things, well, you'll probably see it in this game. We've seen it in the historical game. There's a few new media relations things. New options. You can respond. The press won't necessarily just comment on negative things. They'll say good things after a game, and you can agree with them or have some other response to that. And the other thing we did is there's the responses of the players to what you say with regard to the media is a little more variable now. It won't always be if you say something bad about them, they won't always be upset. Some of the guys will take that as constructive criticism. Other guys will, or conversely, if your media says something nice about a guy, you agree with it. You may get overconfident, so it's not quite a sure thing, as much of a sure thing as they were before. A couple other things we did. We opened up a bunch of editing options specifically for leagues, mainly the European ones that weren't editable before, just because there's a lot of hard-coded stuff in their structure and their scheduling. But that doesn't necessarily mean you can't change other things like in the league options, like the goals per game totals and that sort of thing, and a few other that and sort of the more cosmetic stuff. So that's all editable now. You can also edit the, and this is only in commissioner mode, of course. You can edit some of the financial settings, like the starting points at the beginning of the month, ticket prices, arena completion dates, and what else did we? Got to look at the notes. Oh yeah, the CSV export has draft logs now.
All right. Which has been some requested features.
Yeah.
As we continue to work on what'll be the next update. And again, I think you mentioned this on our previous stream, but it's still good. Because of the extended time for this update, our next update will probably be a little bit later than normal.
Yeah, it's going to be a little. We normally try to do it fairly trading deadline, but it'll be a little back from that this year.
Considering the train deadline's in a week.
8 days, 9 days, yeah.
March 8th. So, I believe. Next Friday. Okay, why is this taking its sweet time right now?
January 1st.
So, Jeff, for somebody who's maybe watching for the first time, what's going on January 1st that might take a little bit more time?
Just various housekeeping things, stuff that has to start at the beginning of the year. Trying to think of a few examples. There's, I think, a few different roster procedures, cleanup. Teams will reevaluate their needs. That all gets done. So every team in the league every team in the game that's playable right now, and you've got the full setup of all the leagues. So each of those teams has to go through and reevaluate their.
Not quite. Not quite the full setup.
What'd you leave out?
It's not what we didn't leave out. It's what is not on since it got added.
Oh, the Latvian League. Yeah, we started before we added that and then update.
All right. Our owner is happy because we've been doing a good job. We're still planning on rebuilding. But the bad news is the clique has got larger as Matt Nieto has decided to say screw Crosby and rejoin. We just got
stayed out of it for all of one day. Or was that? Did you do that before the?
And I did it January 1st, and then less than a day, he's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay, so for New Year's dinner, and
I'm sorry. That's actually written incorrectly because it says one member, but then says 3 of them have joined.
Oh yeah, I think we saw that once before. I gotta check that.
Okay, so
I think that's just a text thing. It's actually check the
hold on
Harmony page and see if they're those guys hunting the whoever the other one was. They're actually on it.
I'm on the Harmony page. Sorry, I can't. It's cut off because there's so many people. I'll have to look about.
That's another thing you have to
make a change
that's
on.
Supposed to be. Yeah, that's supposed to be scrolling to the next line too. It should.
Always beta testing. That's a key thing for us. And that's why we do this. So that's fun. Good news is eventually our whole team will be completely taken by it. This will be the main reason. Should we start looking at trying to move Erik Karlsson?
Can you get anything for Erik Karlsson? $10 million?
No, like I didn't want to be moving him, but because that was kind of not the point of this whole thing. But I mean, like the amount of issues he's causing. We don't really have a defenseman who's ready to take over his spot, but
I just tried shopping him in the best. Well, I've got.
Okay,
we're gonna. I've got just 2.5-star potential guys and 3rd or 4th round picks.
Okay, we're gonna place him on the trade block. I'm not saying we're gonna move him, but I think it's time we start looking with the amount of issues he's causing our team. And 4-2 win over Colorado. Karlsson picks up a couple of points because he's just like, ha-ha! Take that. And we are actually tied with the Islanders for the lead in the Metro, and actually we should be higher than them because we have a game in hand. Although they have one more win than us. So. And now 2 more games in hand, but they're 2 points up. All right. Things stay interesting. Good news is now I see Tristan Jarry's having a good go for us for putting up nice numbers. St. Louis, Vancouver, and Winnipeg may be interested and getting Erik Karlsson. Yeah, let's send him to Vancouver.
I doubt Vancouver has a cap space.
We could take a big contract back from them.
So it looks like they signed Pedersen for 4 year. They gave him a 4-year extension at $10.8 million.
5-1 loss to Seattle. Oof. Jake Gunsel on his revenge tour gets 3 points. And Freddie Anderson makes 39 saves. Gunsel's got 16 goals for them. Feel kind of bad because we did, in fact, sign him and then traded him away because we realized we just could not afford him. I'm curious to see where he ends up at the trade deadline because I can't see Pittsburgh hanging on to him.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah, in real life, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we label this as sports talk because we have to talk about real life things too, because it's important and the hockey season's on. And I don't know, Jeff, since we're talking about this trade deadline, Vancouver makes another move. What do you want to see them do?
At this point, I wouldn't be upset if they just stayed with what they've got. They kind of had that little losing streak, but seem to be out of that now. But unless, like they were, obviously they were talking about Tanev, maybe one more depth defenseman just in case.
Just in time, Severson is on waivers right now. In our game. But
Yeah, I was going to say, what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a depth defenseman, same for Winnipeg, wouldn't surprise me. But at the same time, they also have Hinola, who's expected to get called up once the trade deadline is.
Yeah, see, we haven't really got anybody like that.
Okay, here's a question I don't know the answer to, and I don't want to look it up right now. Is Tucker Poolman still on the Canucks roster? I mean, he's on LTIR, I think, still, but...
Technically, yeah.
All right, let's see. Trade proposal. Seattle would send Cal Fleury for Alex Gagne. I don't know. How do you say that? I'm not even sure. Not really a good trade for us. Alex Gage? Again, I'm not sure how you say that name.
Gagne.
Is it Gagne? See,
Yeah.
I want to say Gagne, but at the same time, I didn't know because Gagne to me needs to have an R in it too. As my brain wants to say that. All right. Dun, dun, dun. And a 1-0 shutout over Florida, the top team in the NHL. Only guy to score was shorthanded Erik Karlsson. All right, then. And now New Jersey has passed us too. They have a game. One played one more game. There's one win behind them. Well, we're right in it. Just right in it. Now, okay, here's a better question. Do you feel confident in Vancouver's goaltending? if something were to happen to Demko.
Oh God, no. No, if something happens to him, we're in trouble.
Who's Vancouver's backup right now? Because I honestly couldn't tell you.
DeSmith.
Oh, is it Casey DeSmith? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's got a bit of a pedigree.
He's been okay-ish this season, pretty much AHL level.
Yeah. See, the Jets, I knock on wood. If Hellebuck went down, I still feel pretty good about Brossois. 6-1 loss to Tampa Bay. Wow, Tampa Bay was mad. Okay. They absolutely crushed us. We scored our first goal just over 5 minutes left, or 5 minutes into the third period. Wow. All right. And with our next game, we will be halfway through the season. Dun, dun. All right. And DJ Smith is somehow still not fired in this game. Yet. All right. Game versus Toronto. We're not going to make any changes. And we lose 6-3. All right. We just are up and down and up and down.
Yeah, maybe time to juggle the lines around a little bit.
Something we can definitely look at.
Bench one of the rookies for a while, maybe.
Alec Martinez is contemplating retirement. Okay, sorry, bench one of the rookie. We're replacing a rookie with a rookie, though. If we do that.
Gendron's a 2.5 stars, though, so... that makes sense to have him instead of Jelsma.
All right. Actually, you know, it's amazing Drew O'Connor just has not taken that next step yet.
Yeah, I'm giving him much playing time.
He's got 11 minutes. Right?
I'd have a look at the lines, too.
Well, we're going to play this game and just see if that one change. Oh, we won that game. In a shootout. Game winner was scored by our first round pick, Helenas. Oh, Ilya Lubiskin was just pulled from the lineup tonight in Anaheim. Okay, wow. There's the trade. Ilya Lubiskin, 75% retained to the Leafs. Ducks get a third round pick. And Carolina gets a 6th round pick. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Ducks did okay there.
A third round pick for him, yeah. I don't think that helps the Leafs a lot, but whatever. Oh, wait. You want me to bounce the lines. What are you thinking for the lines? I really don't want to change that first line. Unless we're moving Rust up, but then we're moving Hellenis down.
Who of the centers you've got? You've got so many centers. How many of them?
Crosby, Malkin, Alexander.
Gendron's actually
Barnley,
fine on the wing, so that's not necessarily a problem.
and Akari is our fourth line center.
Maybe when you're talking about O'Connor not improving, why don't you move him up to the third line?
Switch with Gendron then? Or Gendron?
Yeah.
So I'm moving only one person. Okay.
Yeah, you could also move Riley Smith up and put Jaeger on the fourth line.
I mean, to be fair, both our third and fourth lines are set to 13 minutes a night.
Oh, yeah, true. Unless you want to switch that a little bit and go like 14 and 12.
Let's just try this. We'll just see here where this is at. It's more special teams play where the time comes down. And 2-1 victory over the Rangers. In regulation time. All right. Boiled Egg says, yeah, I guess it's to replace Giordano, who went down tonight. Gotta imagine this is probably Giordano's last year playing. But I don't know. Maybe not. Is he not a UFA?
That for a few years now.
Well, he's over he's 40 at least now, isn't he? So.
Yeah, just turned 40 at the beginning of the season.
Ooh, Jamie Drysdale's gone for 5 months with a grade 3A concussion. All right. Wait a second.
What? Middlekovic gone. I was just looking at this before the stream. I think I need to make a little adjustment there. It should be more.
We had talked about this the past time, but
mutual terminations. There should be more Europeans and.
Okay, but
getting in the game right now.
He was signed and released on the same day. No, that can't be. But saying that, how was he signed and released on the same day?
Yeah, actually, it shouldn't have been possible for mutual termination. That's odd. I'll have to check if there's a loophole there that he fell through.
Oh, do you want me to cut the save, or are you okay?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, because that's odd. All right. We're going to put Mandalese in net. We got some guys going down for percentages, but I think we'll be okay. Actually, realized I forgot to recenter my screen here. Not that it's a big change, but 8-1 victory over Arizona. Dun, dun,
Much
dun.
better.
Our top guy scored. That's the difference. Crosby had 4 points. Malkin has officially got 500 goals. Damon Hunt is better on the right side of defense. All right. And we are now 2 wins behind the Islanders, but 2 points back. 4 points ahead of New Jersey. All right, and we're still 10 points back of Florida for first in the East. I don't think we're going to catch them. Sign and release the same day. Very Babcock-esque. Boiled eggs. 1974 says in the chat. Okay. Maybe there was a video on TikTok or Instagram. What was that? No names mentioned or what it was. Du- du- du. All right, game versus Calgary here. 4-1 victory. Very nice. All right, continuing the wins. I like it. I like it a lot. Do, do, do. We will continue to be much excited. All right. Let's see here. Oh, missed that. Our number one rookie got suspended 5 games.
Oops.
Smooth. All right.
I guess Jelsma gets to go back in.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's play tic-tac-toe here. So, and John comes out, gets replaced with Jelsma. Linus gets replaced with Gendron. He's just going to pop right into that top spot. We'll see how he does on the first line. It's a very Winnipeg Jets coaching move. And we win 2-1. So, all right, it works. And beat the Islanders. Keeping pace with them. Actually got a little bit ahead of them. One game behind, or one less game, and tied on points. All right. Game versus Florida. Top team in the league. And we win 2-1. All right. Oh, there it is. First goal of the year for Bull Jelsma.
First goal, period.
Oh, yeah. Big, big, big.
Only took him, what, about 4.5 months into his NHL career?
Yeah.
And you're in first.
And I'm in
division
first.
at least. Wow, Leafs having a bad year.
Oh, no. I feel so terrible about that. I feel just as bad as Vancouver being at the bottom of the Pacific.
Maybe at the top, actually.
No, I said if they were at the bottom of this
In
Pacific.
fact, they're in first place in the league right now. In this game. You guys are ahead of us on winning percentage again in real life?
Well, the Jets just lost, so I don't know if that's still the case.
Oh, is that back down? Yeah.
Well, it'll fall back down with a loss. Just don't know how much.
I haven't seen the score in the Canucks Kings game tonight.
16-1.
1-0 LA halfway through the first.
All right. Okay, here we go. All-Star game. Do we have any All-Stars?
I would think so.
Survey says not a single one.
What?
Not
Nothing?
a single one.
You're looking at the West there. No, that's saying right, wrong. Yeah. Yeah, it's the selection. Wow, disrespect. See, this should motivate them.
You got kicked completely out. All the goaltenders came from the Western Conference. Edmonton, Vancouver, Vegas, and LA. All right, well, I don't care at all about the All-Star game then. Dylan Sandberg is on waivers. Winnipeg, what are you doing? Oh, he's in Detroit. He got traded. I would imagine. Oh, acquired on waivers from the Winnipeg. It's almost tempting to put a claim in on him. We could, and that would push Beliveau back down. He's only gotten one game with one assist.
Significant improvement, though. And you've got a lot of defensemen already.
Well, we did draft a bunch, yes, that is true. All right, we are headed into February. So, do I try and break up the click again before we advance the next day? And then
Or just, let it encompass the entire team.
We'll wait till February 2nd before we try and break up the clique. Although I guess there is no All-Star game next year in real life. Next one's 2 years away. They already announced where it is, but I do not remember where that was. Oh, is it the Islanders?
I can't remember.
It might be the UBS.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know why that suddenly came to my brain, but... All right, development report. Ooh, there's Nero. Nice one. Alexander Lelallier has a nice big 3-ups. Got 21 points in 18 games. Not bad, considering how much of the year he's missed. Jaeger is up to get a better shooting range. He's 2.5 stars now. Lots more ups. And there's some downs.
Yeah, guys.
Akari, Crosby,
left. You didn't get any last time.
Reeves, Carlson, Letang, Malkin, Matt Nieto, Brian Rust, Riley Smith. Okay. Let me look here for a second. Matt Nieto is going to go on. Do I want to try and trade him? He's having a good year. He's only on a $900,000 contract. He's got 26 points. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'd keep him around for the playoffs.
All right, let's talk to Keandre Miller. What does he want again? Yeah, he wants $5.8 million for 3 years. That's too much money. Upcoming free agents. Struble still improving. Oh, this place Kokinen on the trade block. He's having a pretty good year too there in the minors. Lucas, I don't know how you say it. Savjowski almost had a point per game in the AHL, but he's tapped out at 2 stars.
Tchaikovsky, yeah. Yeah, he's probably not going to get any better. So he's career AHLer, basically.
We're not making a lot of money. We're spending some, but we're not making a lot of money right now. Scouts. Yeah, signed scouts. All right. We'll advance a day, and then we'll try and have Crosby tackle something. Or upset everybody, so everybody just hates Crosby. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum. All right. Owner confidence feels that we've done a good job. And Leon Draisaitl resigns in Edmonton for $12.45 a year.
Yeah, that's going to be a big cap hit.
All right, so job security, we're doing pretty well. 69, fan happiness. Our team harmony has actually increased. We're only up to has some issues, so that's interesting. Okay. Got less hate. All right, we're going to try and intervene. Well, we got a few people to leave the click. Una Koppanen has left. He's now down to 3 to 4 months.
Well, at least he's got a time now. Still not getting him back this season, but
If we went late in the playoffs, we might. February, March, April would be end of April would be 3 months.
yeah, but if you're late in the playoffs by that point, you're going to stick with the guys who got you there.
Now put that in some folksy wisdom.
Dance with what brung you.
There we go. That's better. Jets have placed Tyler Johnson on waivers. 4 assists in 24 games. He should be on waivers. All right, game versus Chicago. All right, Jeff, we were talking about this after our stream. Crosby's #1 star, 7-4 victory over Chicago. because we were talking about this for a variety of reasons. But what is your favorite Penguins jersey of all time?
I think probably the one like right after they went to black and gold. That first one.
Okay, all right.
I don't like the stylized ones where they had with the weird penguin head and the. I mean the ones with the penguin with the scarf.
Those are
It's kind of
great.
good in a goofy way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I will always be partial to the like early mid '90s ones with like where the black where it just had Pittsburgh written across the front of them in the diagonal lettering.
I did that for the first year too in the blue because the coach hated the name.
Yeah. 4-2 victory over Vegas. Nice. Keandre Miller, 3 assists. All right, things are working. Yeah,
Trying to get his $5 million.
that works. That works. Like I was the jerseys I hate the most from Pittsburgh are the ones like from Crosby's first couple years in the league. The blonde, the bland ones, as I call them.
Gotta look those up.
They're when they went to like the faded yellow.
Oh, the gold looking one.
I don't even know if I call. Well, I guess they kind of had a goldish one, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're just boring. They're boring, boring ones. They were so much better when they went back to the black and yellow. It was just such a weird change. It always bothered me. Capitals are looking at moving Evgeny Kuznetsov, who's got over a point per game this year.
Yeah. Dead last. And Ovechkin's not having a very good year.
6-2 loss to the Islanders. Wow, we got smoked. Crosby scored. Then they scored. Boulay scored shorthanded. Then they score. They score. They score. They score. They score. Ouch. We're continuing to, do most things right, though. Oh, Hellenis is finally back. So that means Gendrion gets replaced. Hellenis, I don't know. Do I want to take my boy Jelsma, who finally got his first goal?
What did Gendron do in the games he got? He was
Not much.
at the start of this. He had 4 points in 9 games, so
He's at 18 games and had 6 points.
2 point. Yeah, did less. So yeah, he can go out.
And he was on the top line. Like he got moved to the top line to replace Hellenis. But we are at 66 points on the year, so I mean we are officially Lemieux. All right. Oh, apparently the Leafs also got the rights to somebody. Kirill Slepets. Or however you say his name. My information is telling me. And 6-3 win over the frauds in Vancouver. At least we know who the real top team is now. And
still not in first.
Damon Hunt.
And presumably the Islanders, because they just beat you.
Damon Hunt separated his shoulder.
How's he been doing this year, by the way?
He has...
It was as good as a rookie last year, and then...
12 points, playing a new position, too, because he's playing the other side this year. 12 points in 51 games, but he's done now, basically, till playoffs. No, we're not going to play him through his injury. All right, so we're going to replace him with Ovo. Hunt is going to go to the injured list, and we need to call up a defenseman. Struble is our top option right now. It says he's actually better than Hunt and Bovo, so I guess we'll bring up Struble.
The other one, Beal and Pickering.
Yeah, I'd rather Pickering continue to simmer down there. He's only got 6 points in 34 games.
Yeah, Struble hasn't really had a shot with you, so might as well.
Again, we're looking for a number 7 defenseman right now. All right. Guess we'll give Jari the night off, and Mandalese comes back in. All right. And simming out, and 3-2 loss to St. Louis. Patrick Kane beats us.
How do you wind up in St. Louis?
Guessing free agency, because we let him go. If you remember, he was with us last year.
Yep, I gave him $4.2 million for a year, which was less than what we paid him the year before.
Well, he wanted big money. He was also causing problems on our roster.
Doesn't look like he's scored much for him.
He's got 26 points in 53 games. He's playing 3 minutes less a night.
7 goals all season now.
Also got suspended. Oh, no, wait, that was with us last year. Never mind, then. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we are currently top of the Metro. Woo! Only 6 points behind Vancouver. And we just got passed by the Islanders. The struggle is real. Jari continues to do well. Skari Salminen, who's currently in the... Yeah, Salmonen's currently in the ECHL, is leading the league in goaltending percentage. In real life, he's in the ECHL. Not that he played bad, but because Thomas Milic keeps playing good. He's kind of stolen his job. All right. Two 2-1 loss to Anaheim. Ooh. Maybe that's part of the reason why. Okay, let's look at our tactics here. Well, our 5-6 defensemen are both quarterbacks. That seems like not a great idea.
Yeah, particularly. Is that really the best role for Beliveau?
He's 9 as a quarterback. Let's put him as a two-way defenseman. He becomes an 8. I think that's probably a better use of his. We have shutdown otherwise. What's... Shutdown, he's also an 8. Maybe we'll set him to at 8 then, too. Shutdown. Then we still have shutdown defenseman on
You've got a few tactics settings hard-coded for him, too.
For Belvo?
Yeah, the overrides. Like...
What do we have hard-coded tactics for him? All right, we'll look at that in a minute. As we pass through the middle of February and Valentine's Day.
Oh, I think you probably got the AI setting those for you. Unless you went through and did that. They're there for a couple of defensemen. Miller, Hunt.
All right, let's take a look here.
No, I think you did that. Just Miller, Hunt, and Beliveau.
Tactics, player. Oh, attacking. I don't remember doing that.
I wonder if it might have been from... Did it not get reset when they picked him up from the previous team? Although Hunts were...
Okay, we did move Crosby's up, but we didn't... We never did click use. That's
I can't remember.
Let's just take those
But I'm
off.
looking at other guys that came in. Trying to find somebody being interested. I'm just wondering if it's not getting reset properly when you trade for a guy, a free agent.
I don't think we did that.
Check on that.
All right, well, we'll unset those. Not that I think it's going to make a huge difference. And 7-6 victory over Washington. Ooh.
There's a Crosby Ovechkin game.
Yeah.
Brian Rust with 5 points.
That'd be a fun game to be at for all the goals. Overtime winner. All those goals and nobody scored in the third period. 6-6 till overtime. Not exactly great defensive performances. 38 defensive game rating for Alexander Barboulay. Yeah. Unshocking. I guess we're over our time here, so we can probably wrap it up here a little bit. So we have the trade deadline we can look at. The next time we're back in 2 weeks, which will be around March 13th, we will be back. So that'll be good. And yeah. So I guess as we do that, I'll just start the outro here. So thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night, although today's Thursday, at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well, with stream archives going live Saturdays at about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, and it'll forever be Twitter, not X. On Twitter, we are at Franchise Hockey. You can find a link to our official Discord on our Twitter bio. And of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopment.com. Click on the community button, which will bring you to the official forums. We can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. You can also find all these links, just going back here for a second, on the start screen for Twitter, Facebook, our Twitch channel, and the Discord. And yeah, next week we'll be back with Jeff's classic historical Montreal Canadiens game.
Yeah, the NHA is dead now. We are in the NHL. I think we are just at yeah, we're at the start with at the beginning of the 1917-18 season. So the league has been pretty much disrupted, and hopefully we'll be good. Our last few seasons in the NHA weren't great,
You
although
know,
we picked up a little bit at the end, I think.
somebody brought up the
Yeah, if I may.
point we need to make sure that anyone who actually played for Montreal is somebody who we can actually draft as well. There was a concern on our YouTube channel for I forget who,
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
and I'm like, okay, I think that's something I can convince Jeff of doing.
Yeah,
All right, just looking here, so we can see Alexander Ovechkin has hit 900 goals in that last game with us. That was his
finally.
900th goal. So it seems likely he'll pass Gretzky.
So he retires.
Still got enough time this year, doesn't he? How many goals Gretzky at? 9.
9-12, isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I think so.
I gotta look.
He had 42 goals last year. That definitely is not happening this year in real life.
Oh no, he's past St. 94.
Okay, I'm thinking of Gordie Howe's goal record with his WHA
Yeah, well,
stats.
with Gretzky with the WHA's, is it 939?
See, I always find it kind of dumb
Or no,
because
942. That's where.
the WHA like had good goalies, so that's always weird. All right, with that though, we could sit here and argument. I guess I should also mention too, with all the other stuff, Out of the Park Baseball 25 has been announced. You pre-order it now, and it is you get 30% off the game, which is a really good deal to get in on. So, good time to do that. And with that, Jeff, thank you very much, and we will see you all again next week.